Hey guys, it's Mike from the Geek Pub, and on this episode, I'm going to show you how to make a CO2 canister gun. Only this one shoots the canisters.
So I have this little Umarex CP99 pistol. It looks like a Walther 22, but it's really just a CO2 powered BB pistol. I spend a lot of time shooting it at tin cans in my backyard, and it's a lot of fun, but I end up with a lot of these. And that got me thinking, could I shoot these? Be sure to check out thegeekpub.com for a parts list for this project. As with the water balloon cannon, I used my miter saw to cut the PVC, using a segmented blade for safety reasons. However, for the smaller diameter pipe, I used a PVC pipe cutter. If you want to see more details on the construction, check out my water balloon cannon video, as the design is very similar. Again, in this project, I used a water sprinkler valve for the firing mechanism, and once you've cut all the pipe and test fit it, this is what it should look like. In future videos, I'll show you how to replace the barrel to shoot other projectiles. Now that we're happy with the fit, it's time to disassemble it and make it all permanent. Be sure to use the correct PVC primer and glue for pressurized pipes. Since this rifle has a trigger rather than a detonator, we'll need to take a 1 1/4 inch cap and drill it out on the drill press to look like this. Then, drill 2 holes in it to accept the momentary switch. And now I want this rifle to look awesome, so it's time for a slick paint job. And since I'm doing 2 colors, green and black, I'll have to paint the green first, tape it off, and then paint the black. Feel free to go crazy with your paint scheme, just be sure to let it dry 24 hours between coats. And once the final coat is dry, carefully remove the masking tape from all of the parts. Now we'll need to go ahead and add PVC pipe tape to all of the threaded components. Since we don't have a detonator, I made this little cover to hide our battery and cables. Speaking of cables, it's now time to cut and strip our wire. We'll need to attach the momentary switch to a 20-inch section of doorbell wire. Now, solder the other end to the 9-volt battery snaps and sprinkler valve. Then, thread the doorbell wire through the hole on the bottom of the cap and pull it all the way through. We can then install the momentary switch into the cap and screw it on tightly with the knurled nut provided. To attach the battery housing and trigger housing, I used hot glue. Just hold it in place for about 30 seconds while the glue dries. Now, just insert the battery and close the cap. Also, I decided to cover the doorbell wire with this plastic flex tube to clean up the look. To test it for leaks before firing, attach it to an air compressor and close the valve. And that's it, our rifle is now complete. But we need some ammo. Take an empty CO2 cartridge and wrap it one time with a piece of duct tape. This will ensure a tight seal between our cartridge and the inside of the rifle barrel. Before firing, add some vegetable oil to the barrel and slip in the CO2 cartridge. Now guys, use extreme caution and fire your first shot. I was easily able to blow a 2-inch hole through this piece of OSB decking. You can see on my second shot with the camera a little closer. This thing is made for carnage and easily left a hole as big as my hand. And remember those soda cans I like to shoot? Yeah, they're no match for this thing either, as I blew them halfway across my yard. Take a look at the difference between this can I shot with BBs and the can I shot with the cartridge rifle. There's literally no comparison. I even invited David from Awesome Airguns over to take a shot. Well guys, I'm not kidding when I say to be careful with this project. Adult supervision is required and you assume all risks. Hey, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this project, please like and subscribe to my channel on YouTube.